This is shuttle launch control at T-minus 3 hours and holding, and we are standing by to have live TV of the crew and their suiting as they make preparations for launch this evening. At this time, everything continues to go back on schedule. We were a little late in getting our cryogenics loaded into the external tank due to some software problems in the firing room, but that's been resolved and tanking began about an hour late, but it has also just now completed. Also at the pad are the closeout teams for the astronauts. They'll be configuring the cockpit switches and making sure that everything is ready for the crew to ingress the vehicle. Crew, the 7 members of our flight team are in their crew quarters making last-minute preparations, being suited for this mission. Jim Weatherby is being attended to. He has his helmet on. He, of course, is preparing for his 4th space flight, having served as pilot of mission STS-32 and commander of mission STS-52 and 63. That was the first space shuttle mission to rendezvous with the Russian space station. And his pilot is Mike Bloomfield, and he is preparing for his first shuttle mission. He is a graduate of the U.S. Air Force Academy and holds a Master's of Science degree in Engineering Management. He was assigned to NASA as an astronaut candidate in 1995. Mission Specialist Wendy Lawrence, the only female aboard this flight, making her second trip into space aboard the shuttle spacesuit. She was deemed too small and had to settle for the round trip. And as we move across the room, other astronauts, of course, all being suited up together. As looking at another one of our mission specialists. This looks like Scott Parazinski. He too was at one point considered to be a member of a Mir team, but he has since now been assigned to this flight as a member of the flight crew to make the round trip. The member of the team who will be going up and staying on Mir is mission specialist Dave Wolf, and this will be his second trip on the shuttle. Vladimir Titov also is a member of this crew. He will be making his second flight on the shuttle, but this is his 5th flight overall. He became a cosmonaut back in 1976 and served as commander of the Soyuz T-8 and T-10. He first flew on the shuttle on mission STS-63 in February of 1995 with his current commander, Jim Weatherby, of this mission. And it's hard to tell who these astronauts are with their helmets on, but that looked like it was Jean-Luc Chrétien, a member of our flight crew. Actually, he is a chief of the French astronaut office. Witnessing the crew departure are a number of KSC employees who have finished up their day and have decided to stick around for a couple hours to take some photographs of the 7 members of the STS-86 crew being led by Jim Weatherby, followed by pilot Michael Bloomfield, mission specialist Vladimir Titov, Scott Parazinski, Jean-Luc Chrétien, Wendy Lawrence, and David Wolf.
Happy New Year, folks!
To remain in orbit over 11 years, I think, is a testimony to how well the Russians understand what it takes to operate in orbit, and we need to be very mindful of that.
It looks like the pad has been cleared of all inappropriate personnel, as well as the personnel who are on the pad have been
Copy that. OTC or VCC? Go ahead. MS2 in at this time. Copy. Let's do a com check first. Air to ground 1, Atlantis, OTC, air to ground 1. How do you read?
City I loud and clear. PLT loud and clear. MS1 loud and clear. MS2 loud and clear. MS3 loud and clear. MS4 loud and clear. MS5 loud and clear.
Copy, going to air to ground 2.
Atlantis.
Atlantis Houston for the CDR and PLT com check on air to ground 2.
City I loud and clear. PLT loud and clear.
Atlantis Houston, have you loud and clear. Configure for air to air.
This is shuttle launch control at T-minus 1 hour, 2 minutes and counting. And this is a unique view of our vehicle on pad 39A with the lights of pad 39B behind it. Pad 39B is currently undergoing a number of renovations and modifications and will be used in the next several months. From his standpoint, several thousand feet over the pad, that everything continues to look good from a weather standpoint.
DC CDR, we have the klaxon and
Based on that, this is shuttle launch control at T-minus 20 minutes and holding with about 20 seconds remaining in our hold. As we come out of the hold, Atlantis' onboard computers will transition into the terminal phase of the countdown configuration. Inside Atlantis' payload bay is the pressurized Space Hab double module, which is being used to carry more than 6,000 pounds of science equipment and experiments into orbit. Also, food, clothing, batteries, and water is being transferred from Atlantis to the Mir, and that equipment is being carried up in the Space Hab. And we are T-minus 19 minutes and counting.
It's been a great flow for Atlantis. Thanks to all the folks who worked on the processing of the vehicle. What do you say we take her to space, Jim?
Roger that. NTD, you're clear to launch. I copy. TLS is go for OAA retract.
The OAA, or the Orbiter Access Arm, is being retracted away. This is the walkway used by the crew to gain entry into and out of the vehicle.
Tail sights.
And it can be returned to position within seconds if need be.
Zaragoza has gone to a forecast broken deck. Your new TAL site will be Marone. That's site number 3. Nominal aim point, nominal speed break. The altimeter there is 29er. Winds are 050 at 4.
And we are receiving the signal from Mission Control in Houston to start the orbiter's flight recorders. These recorders collect measurements of shuttle system performance during flight. T-minus 2 minutes, 30 seconds and counting.
Copy that. And Atlantis, OTC, close and lock your visors. Initiate O2 flow. Have a good trip. Bon voyage. Josh Leva, and give our best to the Mir crew.
And everything continues to look good, and we are cleared for launch tonight.
That's on work.
No problems being reported from the vehicle or the crew. T-minus 2 minutes and counting.
TLS is go for EP LH2 pressurization.
On. Great. TLS is go for EP LH2 pressurization. Okay, think fast, everybody.
TLS is go for...
And we have a go for auto sequence start. Atlantis onboard computers have primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. T-minus 20 seconds. T-minus 15. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis, extending America's presence in space while opening new chapters in exploration.
Houston now controlling. Houston now controlling. Roll program initiated to place Atlantis on its heads down track over the Atlantic. Three engines throttling down now. Three engines at 67. Atlantis moving at 1,000 miles per hour now. Altitude 8.8 miles, downrange 5.8 miles.
Atlantis, go at throttle up. Go at throttle up and we'll ignore the fuel cell Delta V also.
Three engines back at 104%. Now Atlantis moving at 1,600 miles per hour.
Atlantis, that is a deucer. Copy and concur.
Three good fuel cells, three good APUs, three engines running at 104%. Atlantis now moving at over 2,000 miles per hour, 18.4 miles in altitude, downrange 16 miles. About 15 seconds away from solid rocket booster separation. Atlantis moving at 2,800 miles per hour. Have solid rocket booster separation confirmed. Guidance converging.
Performance nominal.
Confirm main engine cutoff.
Atlantis, nominal MECO, ohms 1 not required. Okay, ohms 1 not required.
ET separation confirmed.
L3D failed off, Houston. We'll take no action for now. Good morning, Atlantis. It's time to do that delicate dance in the dark and dock with Mir.
Counter right here, boss.
Okay. And that goes
I look in
to
better
the time.
place for me.
That goes to the docking time, the one they gave us, right? Yes. Thank you. Good.
One down.
Okay.
Strange.
There becomes box 1. We're starting to correct in the
Okay.
$2,292. This is first.
Like when you go to A.
When we get in attitude.
Okay.
It looks like we're in attitude
Not
now.
yet. I'm showing 4 degrees out.
4 degrees.
Yeah.
I show 4
On my
degrees
ADI.
on our pup here as well.
Still in auto? Yes.
And I went back to A. Did you want to be in B?
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, that's.
We're in attitude, right?
Let me look here. Point 2. Let's just fly point 2 the rest of the way in. And try and stay on the fast side of point 2. In other words, let it bleed down to point 2 and then pump it up to like point 2.4 and let it bleed down to point 2. And then when we get in closer, like 170 feet or so, then we can start playing the game of point 1.7 to point 2.
Okay.
And we've got.
You're docking port to docking.
We're docking port to docking port. 1.9. Say again?
I could start now.
At point 2 until we get down to 110 feet, Jim.
And then we would stop at 30?
Yes.
No, right now, if you didn't do any more pulses, you would stop in 30 feet.
But if you
Oh,
keep
in
it
30
at,
feet. Okay, all
if you
right.
keep it at
После этого, значит, вот у нас СОСБы закрутятся, мы все введем, потом начинается проверка герметичности, и в принципе, американцы нас просили, и мы, наверное, сумеем. Вот ОПЛ сделать в зоне двух НИПов наших наземных, где-то в 0025, 0038.
That's when the window opens. That's
2 minutes into it.
right. That is
Right.
2 minutes into
Correct.
it, so it opens.
Correct.
149.
Bump it up, Jim. Now we're going to do the DAP closure here.
Can I help you stay steady?
Just don't touch me. Yeah, you can hold me a little bit. There we go. Oh, nice. Oh, now all you can see is the ring. This is neat.
Okay, 75 feet, closing .08.
Pump it up.
Good. That's 75.
Right. What do you think? Floodlights off.
Leave the lights the way they are.
Okay, the window opened a minute and 15 seconds ago, Jim.
Okay.
Looks
Still
real
happy
good.
with the range? I mean the flyout, right?
Flyout looks good.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you again.
Roll,
Четыре с половиной
you're
метра.
happy with. It's like
Yeah, Bill, you should be getting an image now.
We got it, Mike.
And when this one's done, I have another one of the centerline camera.
Well, we're sure not going to turn that offer down.
Contact capture.
Есть катание, есть
Nice shot.
захват,
Nice shot.
capture.
Yo, buddy!
Whoa, way to go!
Well
Great.
done.
Damping on, ребята.
Excellent. Waiting for damping to come on.
Yeah, so 1 minute 15 seconds. Well done.
That was just awesome.
Great job.
It was huge. It was 3.5 in 4.5 in pitch. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I saw the roll at the same time. It's a lot easier to see. Maybe our lighting conditions have been different than the other crews have had.
Was it delta from here? The west?
Yeah.
You see it's a delta from the west winds.
Okay, what are we looking on the base there now, Jean-Louis? About 20. At 7%, we should see the ready to hook light.
Yeah, 16.
Atlantis Mirror Houston, we're 5 minutes to handover to Tidris East. We expect to be in blockage for the East Pass, and air to ground will be unreliable up until we come AOS Tidris West.
Where's the water? We have other presents for you too.
Good to see you, buddy.
How you been?
We have a пробка. У нас пробка сейчас. У нас пробка.
You look great. You look great.
That's good.
Are you? You okay? Bureaucracy now.
Well, Houston, you cannot believe the number of times that several of us on board said unbelievable on our way up here, either with the scene, the views, the procedures we had, that just the fact that we were doing this, none of us can still believe it. And I just had a shock when I looked out the window over here and saw Atlantis. It took us a while to get to the Mir core module here, and I didn't realize how far away Atlantis was. We'd like to thank all of the people down on the Earth who, it's a tremendous amount of teamwork required to put something like this together, and we had discussions all the way up when we were in crew quarters in quarantine just before coming up regarding the procedures and what do we do if we have failures, and just both sides of the ocean worked on this flight for a long time, and we want to thank everybody who worked on it. We think this is a great crew, the 10 of us. There was a lot of discussion about the risk. We are here to tell you, all 10 of us, that we think the benefit far outweighs the risk, and that's why we're here, and we're really enjoying it. And this is a great ship. I can't believe it. I saw it 2 years ago from 30 feet, which is not very far away, but it turns out it was really far away compared to the last 30 feet and then coming all the way in to the Mir base block. Сегодня «Атлантис» в очередной раз подошел к станции «Мир», экипаж выполнил великолепную стыковку. И сегодня продолжается программа «Мир НАСА», которая уже идет несколько лет. И мы очень рады, что шаг за шагом, и каждый этот шаг очень твердый и уверенный, каждый шаг ведет к новым выполнениям задач, которые ставятся экипажем в Москве и в Хьюстоне. Я хотел бы поздравить, во-первых, всех специалистов, которые готовили эти программы на Земле, и поздравить экипаж, который пришел сегодня на станцию «Мир». И мы уверены, и мы с большим энтузиазмом будем выполнять всю программу, которая будет запланирована нашим экипажем при совместной деятельности общего комплекса.
They're already hot, these and this is really good stuff. This is the best stuff you get.
Вкусная!
Просто Дэвид очень хороший парень, я только Дэвид могу уступить. А так бы ни за что не ушел отсюда.
Yeah, too good.
Не знаю, я спросил. Извини. Спасибо.
Паша, ты его нашел, да?
Да, вот здесь он, все.
Хорошо. Да, я.
Come on by, Jim. Jim's trying to get to back to the flight deck, I think.
Yeah. This is space air the wrong way, so we'll go this way.
flying over Houston? No, the south of Houston. We'll be passing Florida and Chicago.
Now let's head up to Mir. This is the docking module here. Coming up into the Crystal module. Incredible view down. It's planet Earth.
Заход солнца. Красиво.
Landis Houston, good morning, and it's time for Scott and Volodya to go outside and have a good look at that wonderful world themselves.
What a wonderful world indeed, Chris. Yes, thank you very much.
So now,
Done with the week shift.
right.
Downlink procedure. It keeps coming back with file not found.
Okay, Wendy, we'll take a look at that.
Could you give us a little better description, or a little more detailed description on what the latch itself looks like?
Okay, well, it's the lock-unlock toggle on the safety tether reel, and again, we don't have video because I could show you exactly what's going on here, but I was able to put it into the unlocked position.
So there's the battery's time.
Awesome! Красиво. Вау, красиво. Так. Не снимает-то. Деньги. Главный фотограф. Сын фотограф. Окей. If you disconnect it, I will turn it like 90 degrees down like this. Okay. Okay. But okay. Like this. Okay. Yes. Very slow. Very slow. Okay.
That is starboard base 6, right, Mike?
Okay. Very short. That's going out. Yes, released. Okay. That's перевернулась. Turn around. Okay, Scott, I'm on my way. I'm ready to open. Hang on. Okay, you guys are 1 hour and 30 minutes into. Okay, thank you. Thanks. side I did, another side no. I mean picture. Okay. Yes. Плохо закрывается, очень. Плохо открывается, плохо закрывается. Is it okay? I think it's probably okay, Volodya. At another one. Yes, it's closed. Yeah, чекай. No, it's just closed. No, it is. Yeah. Ну зачем ты открыл? There it is. There it is. Зачем ты открыл? Fully closed. You push me. Okay. Are you here? I'm right here. Okay, good. Up a little bit higher in the docking module so that we can look like that. Yeah. Okay.
This is Mission Control Houston. Again, this sequential still video being provided through the S-band communications system on Atlantis, showing astronauts Scott Parazynski and Vladimir Titov hauling up to and now affixing the 121-pound solar array cap to the side of the docking module.
How about if I come up to the forward bulkhead? That'll work better. Okay. Take your time. Okay. You guys are out 4.5 hours right now. Yes. Right now rotate to the left side. Okay. Rotate. Like that. There we go. Yes, it's here. Okay. What about close the door? We'll do that after the jet firing. Okay. Okay. After jet firing. I agree.
Feet here.
No, I don't.
That's supposed to be above the top of the. It's actually the antenna. There's an antenna there. It's the antenna.
Подожди еще, мы еще не закончили.
Scott, if you want to, you can take a look at that TMG that's over there on the docking module. It's about halfway out.
Oh, I see the little flap?
Yeah.
TMG?
Now, I don't know if,
FT.
Ready, Vladimir, you ready? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's the work envelope. Simulator. On. And a keyhole. Look great, Scott. Yeah, it looked real nice, from this perspective too. It played pretty crisply and we were able to grab it right away. The header came out without any problem either. Outstanding. Открылось хорошо. Да. And Houston, Atlantis, do you have a downlink capability at this time?
Atlantis, Mirror Houston, yes we do.
And I'd like to show you the TMG that was on the docking module that was pointed out earlier. Vladimir tried to fix it. Looks good. Great, thanks. You got this one?
Yes, that'd be great, Volodya. I'll take it from you here. Okay.
And the tomatoes and eggplants are warm.
I can't wait. You got it? I got it, Volodya. Okay. Yeah, you're all wrapped up in it, so back. Rotate left, right. Rotate to your right. Actually, between your legs. What might work the best is if you were to go into the airlock.
Okay.
Yes, I would like to open it and thank Commander Anatoly Solovyev and Board Engineer Pavel Vinogradov for inviting us into their home for the last several days. They have been very gracious. They are a tremendous team. They work well together. They have taught us a lot, and we thank them for being so gracious. It requires an awful lot of teamwork to pull one of these missions together. To start with, of course, the rendezvous is not just the pilots or the crews, but all the folks on the ground and the tracking stations all around the world to get the precise navigation required. By the way, I feel very confident that had the Mir lost attitude control, we still would have been able to dock with the teamwork that we have and that we've developed over the last several years.
I need to get braced somehow.
Bye-bye. Be careful on the ground. You can get hurt down there.
Ani tåka motköp till Bjär. Tåka.
You work too hard. Thank you, Commander. It's been nice flying with you, sir.
David. Good luck.
It's been wonderful, folks. Thanks for all the help. I can't say enough. You guys have been super.
There's no
You guys have been wonderful. Спасибо тебе. Спасибо тебе за твою работу.
Right. We get every time I shoot.
Zobacz, za тобой.
Jim. And one last one today.
Пленка кончилась. Ну, счастливо, мужички.
Спасибо.
A good undocking morning to you, Atlantis Mir.
Thanks for that ELT.
Atlantis Mir Houston, from the time you give a go to the Mir crew to put the pressure pulse inside the spectrum module, it takes about 1.5 minutes for that pressure to ramp up, so it may be that period of time before you would be able to see anything.
$632.
At 220.
Okay, Jim, the window opens at
Press undock.
14:54 and closes at 15:03.
He didn't say. Yeah, but that's what we have, but he didn't say when we were supposed to undock.
We were supposed to try and get... Hey, Bill,
yeah.
Let's review what we have to do.
Yeah.
If you see...
It's going to be hard to get pictures.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. On undock.
Are you sure
it's on?
Сейчас он проверивается.
The tape's a little bit earlier than Bloomer.
Миша, привет.
3, 2, 1, mark. Okay, hooks, close, lights, moving. Great. Are they looking symmetric?
Yeah. And the close position is
excellent. Okay.
That's complete under.
Да, скорость на разделение 3 сантиметра.
LVLH. Here comes a 4-out pulse.
6 метров.
19, 20 feet.
Anything 1 degree tail down.
Okay.
Correct.
So the only thing I have to hit is
29 feet.
Right. Okay,
0.3. 30 feet.
Свет. 10 метров. Like what before. 507.
Okay. Show you probably a beat pulse away from stopping.
It's full diameter. All time I will full diameter now. Okay. Enough.
Washed out here.
I know, I've never. Yeah.
Maybe a little too much.
Значит, смотри.
I'm getting it, Jim, don't worry.
This is
Disregarding.
How much time to
64.
Надув идет сейчас.
Нет.
And Houston will collapse the deadband in 23 seconds.
Don't bump Mike.
Don't bump me.
Don't bump Mike.
Последний кадр, все. Классно.
Just tell Houston.
Любое.
Не имеет разницы.
Вот это да, довела жизнь, да?
Smile while you do your water.
Okay. Whistle while I work. 7 minutes to PO.
Two different modes.
Again, that's why we're eating. It looks like we're not working at all, Lex. Nice.
It looks like he's just bored. He's watching the movie and eating the popcorn.
Все нормально. Можно будет отсосать воздух, потом еще чуть добавить.
air data probes on Atlantis have now been deployed. Long-range cameras now picking up view of Atlantis as it continues to make its approach towards the Kennedy Space Center. Is that going now?
Guidance is, or the approach and land thing on the
Approach and land scaling. Okay, there's a runway in sight.
Okay.
I'm not going to call it though. And I have two white ones and two red ones, Wex.
Okay.
Awesome.
Nav is good.
I'm decluttering.
So am I.
Show you a little bit right. There you go.
Atlantis, Houston, for Bloomer, did you see any anomalies during your valve test?
Negative, Scooter. They all looked perfect.
Good job, Bloomer.
Beautiful. Very nice. Okay, derotate 185. So you're going down at 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 2, and you're a little bit right at center line. Here comes the chute.